What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Okay. My name is Noah. I work in a butcher shop, and a lot of people come in and don't know what they're buying. So I wanted to talk about it. Roughly 58% of the meat that the average American consumes is red meat. It's a lot of the meat that you eat, over half of it. When you got pork, chicken, turkey, all of that, and over half of it's going to be red meat. With that, you spend about $1,000 a year on red meat. That's a lot of money, and I don't know about you guys, but I can't really afford to be wasting my money. So, what are you getting, and how do we make it good? To start off, talking about the cow, three main areas that we're going to be getting our steaks from: the rib, the short loin, and the sirloin. Rib gives you your rib eyes, tomahawks, and then your ribs. Short loin gives you porterhouse, T-bone, tenderloin, and New York strip. And then the sirloin is going to give you your sirloin and a lot of fillets. There's other parts. Most of those are for roast. So that's going to be your chuck, your rounds, your flank, your skirt steaks, your plates, everything under the belly. That's all pretty much roasts. Well, talking about the different steaks that we have, ribeye and New York strips are pretty similar. I prefer a ribeye. That's my favorite piece of steak. I think it tastes the best. You get the most bang for your buck. New York strips are also really good though. Then tomahawks are pretty much just for aesthetic. They're pretty similar to ribeyes, but they're going to be a lot more expensive, and you're going to be spending some money on the bone. But it looks like a tomahawk, and it's really cool. A lot of dads come in and get them because they think they look really neat, which I don't disagree with them, but they're pretty expensive. Moving on, you got your porterhouse and T-bone, almost the exact same cut of meat. The only difference is that the porterhouse has a tenderloin down here on the bottom. It's juicy, it's very flavorful, it's really good, but it's going to be more expensive because of that. When they make a T-bone, they cut off that tenderloin, and they usually turn it into tenderloin fillets, which is where you got the fillet. You can have a tenderloin fillet, brisket fillet, sirloin fillet. Pretty much any piece of the meat can actually be turned into fillet, but most of the time you're going to be doing tenderloin or sirloin fillets. Sirloin is typically in a fillet shape if you get a sirloin steak. Those are going to be really juicy. When you're looking at a steak, trying to decide what you want to get, if you're looking at sirloin or New York strip, or even T-bone, or not T-bone, tomahawk, you're looking for marbling. So you want to see a white pattern in it. Typically, more expensive steaks like Wagyu or Rosettas or, more local farms are going to be giving you more marbling because the cows are going to be mostly grass-fed. Wagyu, they massage the cows. It's kind of weird, but they pretty much nurture the cow into having a lot of white marbling. That's where you get little bits of fat that add a lot of the flavor and juiciness. Talking about your porterhouse or T-bone, porterhouse, you're looking for that big tenderloin cap towards the bottom that they removed from the T-bone. Tastes really good. That's the best part of it. T-bone, you're just looking for fat caps around the bottom. Same thing on a porterhouse because they're so similar, but the fat caps also, tell you that it's going to be a juicier piece of meat. And then your sirloins or tenderloins or any type of fillet, you're looking for actually kind of the opposite, less white, less fat. Just not the point of that type of meat. If you're getting a fillet, you want to get mostly meat. You want it to be as red as you can. Moving on, if we're talking about how to cook them, to start, when we're grilling the steaks, you want to turn your grill on, get it preheated to 450 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you want to pull your steaks out about 20 to 30 minutes before you're cooking them. That way they can kind of thaw out. You want them to be warmer before you cook them. You don't want them to be cold right out of the fridge. You don't really have to do much to season them before. You can put some oils in them, avocado oil or olive oil. And then you want to make sure, put it on the grill for a couple minutes, 3 minutes per side. That way you get that nice searing across the bottom. And then depending on how you like it cooked, I personally will cook it rare or maybe medium rare. I like it very juicy, but you have different target temperatures. So it's like 110 degrees for rare. You use like a little thermometer and it'll tell you how hot it is. If you're trying to get to 115 degrees, you want to stop it 5 degrees before. You want to pull it off. It keeps cooking and warming up a little bit after you pull it off, even though it's off the grill. So if you're going for like medium, it's about 135 degrees. You want to take it off at 130 degrees so that it warms up slowly. And then the only one that they don't really tell you a target for is well done, because you're just pretty much burning the crap out of your steak. I personally think you're ruining the steak, but if that's how you like to eat your steak, go you. And then you can prepare it with green beans, with mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, pretty much anything on the side. You pull it off, gotta let it cool down. Then if we're pan frying or searing the steak, not pan frying, searing the steak on a pan, you wanna use a cast iron skillet typically. Same type of deal with preheating your stove and getting your steak out. You want it to be warm. They typically recommend that you pull out your steak a little bit earlier if you're not grilling it, if you're cooking it on the stove. And then here you're going to want to put butter or some types of coating. You want to make sure that it's marinated before you cook it. Makes it taste a lot better. Put it on. It's about the same length of time, and you're aiming for the same target goals of as if you're grilling. For heat, you want to get to about 115 for medium rare. And then once you get to that, you actually want to turn the oven off, leave it on, and you want to add some different types of seasoning, whatever you might want. Basil, butters, oils, whatever it is, and you actually want to let it sit after it's kind of cooked in that, so that the flavor kind of soaks in. Important thing before you cook it, make sure that you've dried them off. Don't just put them in kind of wet. You want to kind of tap them with a dry towel so you remove any of the moisture on them. That's how you get a good coating. And yeah, that's how you make good steak, pick a good steak, and eat good. I know it's a lot, but if you're going to be spending a lot of money on different steaks, might as well be getting the, what you deserve for it. So yeah.